back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash, and I'm going to be doing an entire video over the Lux B Aesthetic and Susie collaboration that happened over on TikTok. And yeah, I'm excited. So I ended up buying the entire collection, the set, and it came with a palette, brushes, a lip gloss, 2 lashes, and a glitter paste. And did I say the palette? The palette. Look at that. Gorgeous. So far, from what I've tried, I will be doing another look with this. I am very happy with everything. So I will have another look going up on my TikTok eventually, but this is just my first impression, first trial of the entire collaboration. So without further ado, let's just, you know, get into the makeup. I already have my base and brows on, so I need to go in with my bronzer, blush, the highlight. I'm so excited for the highlight, and then of course everything else. I put off doing my bronzer and blush because there's not one in the collection, but there are new brushes, so I'm going to be trying out the brushes. This one looks like it would just be like a powder brush, but out of all the ones on here, I think I'm going to try this one for bronzer. I like bigger brushes for bronzers anyway, and I'm just going in with a bronzer that doesn't exist anymore, which breaks my heart. This is the Becca Bali Sands. As you know, they disbanded in the pandemic, so these brushes feel super soft and I love the color. I am a sucker for green. I am so happy that Susie was able to collab with Lux B Aesthetic. I keep saying that wrong. I am just so happy for her. I obviously found both Lux B and Susie on TikTok, and I have just been fans of both of their works for the longest time. Maybe one day I will be able to collab with Lux B or any makeup brand. Either Lux B or LEJ. Those are like, if I had to choose an indie brand to work with now, it would be one of those two. But I don't think I have much of a following to garner that. But this is bronzing very well. I love that. I can see how this would be good for powder, like if you're trying to set your face, but since it's so big, I love, like I said, big fluffy brushes for bronzer. So far, I like this brush. I have a feeling I'm gonna like all the brushes because they feel amazing. So out of these 4 brushes, obviously this one's more for a highlight. I actually don't like highlighting with a fan brush, but I will try it today. Then you have a flat brush, which I don't use the flat brush too much, but I think when I start getting into the body paints, I will be using that more often. So out of these 2, I think I'm going to go in with the angled brush for my blush. This one would probably work too for blush, but I have a feeling this one will give me what I want better because I am going in with a kind of darker blush. This is Rustica from ColourPop. And obviously something like this you could use for contour. It's perfect for a contour, but it might be good for blush if you want a more controlled blush application. Okay, love that. It's applying my blush very well. Let's see if it does the nose. It's just cute when you do the blush on the nose. I'm a big fan of it. I'll never not do it. Also, when I'm filming this, it is going to be almost 80 degrees today. And I am in a gigantic hoodie because I am cold. Cute. I like that one. But I am so ready to try this highlight. This is Fairy Ring. The entire collection is around like the Celtic Irish stuff, so a lot of the pronunciations I can't say because I have tried to learn how to speak Irish. I think that's, is it just called Irish? I tried to learn how to speak that because my family, part of my family came from Ireland, and I have red hair, so I feel like I should be Irish. And I can't say anything. Probably has to do with my speech impediment, but we will look past that. So I'm going to try this with a highlight brush. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of fan brushes, but first try with this highlight. It is so pretty. Do you see? Speechless. Speechless. I love that. Oh my god. I am a sucker for green highlights. This is just beautiful. I know I did an orange blush, but I like pairing green and orange together. I love that. I'm gonna do a little bit up here and on my nose. I'll go on my finger. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. I just go in with my finger, just tapping it on. It made it more intense. If you had a more dense brush, it would apply the highlight a little bit heavier, but I love this. Let's move on to the next item. So I'm going to go in with the palette. Gorgeous. I swatched this. It looks so pretty. I am immediately drawn to the shade and this shade and this shade and pretty much every single shade. This is gorgeous. I've already primed my lids with the Anastasia eye primer. This is my go-to primer. If this palette does not work with this primer, then it is not a good palette in my eyes, but I have high hopes from the swatches. I will try to use majority of these brushes, but I am not going to use the spoolie. So I'm gonna try to use these, except I wish there was a larger blending brush, so I'm gonna grab one of mine and then I will use these. So this is the biggest blending brush that's available in the set, and this is one that I kind of typically like to start with. I like a larger one. And I am going to start with this shade here called Oathing Stone. And there is a mirror in this palette, so that's nice. This is like a peachy shade. I like peaches, like I said, peaches and orange with greens. I'm just going to use this as a transition shade. I think most times when I'm doing my makeup, I haven't been using a transition shade. I've just been going in straight color. But I figure I have it, why not use it? Beautiful. This shade actually reminds me of a lighter version of, what was it? Creamsicle? Something like that from Makeup Geek. One that was like a staple in everybody's palette when Makeup Geek was a thing. RIP Makeup Geek. I'm just going to build this up in the crease for a little bit, and then I will move on to the next color, but so far, so good. I'm next going to go with this shade called Hand Fasting, and I am going to continue to put this in the crease. It's just a beautiful, like, grungy green. I bet you could do an awesome Shrek look with this palette. Just saying. I love that. I can just imagine this shade by itself, just all over the lid, blown out, very grungy green. I'm gonna have to do that soon. I'll take this in my V and blend this up and out. Okay, I really like that so far. It is just a perfect grungy green. I'm not getting, with these two shades, a ton of fallout, which is amazing because I have my base done. Lovely, lovely. There are some deeper shades in here, but I don't know how deep I want to make my eye look today, because I really want to play with these brights, which I'm going to take this brush now, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce this one. And I might mix in this one. Sacred Vows I can pronounce. Clada? I don't know. I'm going to start with the C one that I can't pronounce though. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of this. Typically a brush like this I like on the lower lash line, but I'm going to use this to press this color here. Now this color looks super light, which it is. It's barely showing up, so I think this one's going to need a lot of building up, which isn't a bad thing because sometimes you just want a shade like this as a blending shade. I can see how this shade will work very well for blending out this one. So that just might be what is going to happen here. But I really want this pop of green all the way up to my brow. I'll hop over to Sacred Vows now. Just a little bit. Start working that in the inner crease also. I'm going to go back in with my original brush that I used. I'm going to kick off the orangey shade, and I'm just going to go straight into the C1 and Sacred Vows. Mix those two together. And I'm going to really just blow this out. Just like that. Blend that a little bit further inward so it blends more in with that Hand Fasting shade. And the Oathing Stone that was in the crease. I love that. It's not as intense as it looks in the pan, but that's probably because I went in with Oathing Stone first. I can imagine without that, these two would pop a little bit more, but I ain't mad at it for this look. I think I do want to deepen up the outer V though. I'm going to go in with a mix of these two shades, Sixpence and Quiche, these two. I probably should have googled how to pronounce all this. I'm gonna go in with this brush here, dip in back and forth those, and I'm just going to put the lightest amount in my outer V. Just gives it a little something. Went a little heavy-handed there, but it's okay. I will blend that out with more of hand fasting. Either which way, I love how this is looking. Hand fasting is just still, I think it might be my favorite matte in this palette. Yeah, at this point I've used all mattes. Cool. I'm gonna go in with this little tiny shader, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Blessings here, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. Ooh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. I'm gonna go in just with my pinky, see if I can intensify that just a little bit more. Yes, 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 yes. So just to make it pop a little more, I'm going to use the NYX glitter glue on my lid. I'm not going to do like a cut crease or anything. I just really want to put Cirque Bithel and Celtic Knot. I want to put these two shades on my lid somehow. And I'm going to use this, and I'm going to try it with this little brush. Which means the only one I haven't used yet is this angled brush, which I might not end up using today just because I don't think I need it. Anyways, I put a little bit of the NYX glitter glue on the back of my hand, and then I pick up a little bit of the product and I just sweep it on my lid. I do end up following my crease, but like I said, I'm not looking to do a cut crease per se. I just really want a good layer of the glue down. And I think I'm going to take a page out of Betty Bean's book where she does like a diagonal crease. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to go in with Celtic Knot first, and then I will put that on the main part of the lid. So this is Celtic Knot. Try to get some of that excess off. That is so pretty. It's pretty dark, so I might throw Blessings on top just to tone it down a bit. But that looks so pretty. Now I'm going to go in with the other shade, the Cirque, however you say it. That one is stunning too. So pretty. I love this so much. I'm just going to flip back over. I'm using the same brush for both shades, and I'm just going to meld these together in the middle so it's a little bit more seamless. But oh, I love that. I'm going to take a little bit more Celtic Knot and put it on the other edge. I am going to go in with the angled brush apparently, and I'm going to take Blessings. I'm just going to tap that on top of Celtic Knot. See if I can blend this edge a little bit. But I feel like I need to deepen the outer edge now, so I'm going to go in just with this dark brown, whose name I still can't pronounce, and I'm just going to kind of tap it in. With those shimmers, I did get a little fallout, so I'm going to take one of the clean brushes, and I'm just going to sweep up to get rid of any loose glitters. Now I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with the brush that I had the Sacred Vows and that one on. I'm going to just go straight into hand fasting, and I'm going to work this on my lower lash line. I don't think I want to do something too crazy on the lower lash line, except for add the glitter paste. So this is the glitter paste, and I don't know, Annie something. It is gorgeous. I'm kind of nervous to put this on my lower lash line because it's straight glitter, but I'm just going to use the same brush that I had. I'll pick up just a little bit, and I'll probably try to put this in the center as like a glitter tear moment. Go in with a little bit with my finger to get a little more oomph, but just the way that that catches the light, I love that. I love that so much. Before I forget, I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the Fairy Ring highlight because that is just too gorgeous not to. Like, oh, that highlight, I love it. Like, I want to wear this highlight every day. That is a beautiful brow bone highlight. I think the last two things in the collection are lashes and the lip gloss, which you get a full lash here and then a half lash I kind of want to just go in with the half lash because that's what I'm feeling today. So I think that's what I'm going to do, the half lash. I am going to go in and tightline. This is just a Makeup Geek eyeliner. Again, RIP Makeup Geek. And then I'm going to put the ColourPop Wildcat liner in my waterline because I feel like this greenish gold is going to play well with all the shades. And then I'm going to go ahead and just apply these off camera because it's going to be too hard for me to try to put it on camera. I'm going to change my outfit and then I'll be back to finish out with the lips and my final thoughts on all the items. But spoiler alert, I love everything. Okay, the rest of my makeup is on. I did my outfit change, I put on my jewelry, and the last thing to do is try the lip gloss in True Love's Kiss, which the reflect in here is just perfect. The only thing I have on my lips right now is a lip treatment, so I'm just gonna go straight in with the gloss. And I don't feel like wearing any other lip product, so straight gloss. There's a scent to it, but I don't know what it is. Oh my god. Gold green shift in that. Oh. Stop. This would look insane over a black lipstick. It is pretty. I won't say it's my favorite gloss formula. It doesn't feel super sticky though, which I appreciate, and the shimmer on this is just amazing. So my final thoughts. I don't know if this even needs to be said, but I absolutely love this collection. I am just blown away with everything. I think besides the palette, I think the highlight might be my favorite thing in here. I love the palette, I love the tones on it, but this highlight, the brushes, I love the handle, I love the coloring, I love how they feel. Performance-wise, they seem very promising and I will continue to use them, and hopefully I can eventually phase out all my Morphe brushes. That's the goal. Love the highlight, just yes. And I love this palette. Surprisingly, this green shade looks so pretty on the inner corner. Everything about this eye, I love the shimmer, the glitter underneath. I love it. Even the half lash, I love it. I did end up going in with a thin line of black liner just to hide the lash band, but gorgeous. I love it. And this highlight, again, just I can't get over this highlight. So I will have everything about this collection linked down below if you're interested in it. Again, I'm not affiliated with the brand. I just really enjoy the brand, and I will have their socials and everything down below, both Lux B Aesthetic and Susie's. I'll have everything down below for you to check out. But yeah, that completes today's video. Next time you see me, I might be in a video cutting my hair because that might be coming up after I film this. But yeah, follow me over on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere. Also, don't forget to subscribe to me here. Turn on notifications, ring the bell, all that jazz. I am trying to put out 2 to 3 videos every week. When I get more comfortable filming and editing again, I might bump it up to 4 videos a week, but we will see how that goes. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!